child. I need you guys to come in and watch this for me, please. Okay, you guys, I have a missing Iowa teen. He has sent out a cryptic message to his family. This is the guy here on the screen I'm showing you, and he sent out a cryptic Snapchat referencing bad news. I'm gonna read to you what it says here about this team. Okay. It says the family of an Iowa teen who vanished after sending out a cryptic Snapchat is desperate to know if he is okay. Abdullahi Abdi Sharif, 18, was last seen on January 17th at the Merle Hay Mall in Des Moines, Iowa. According to the Des Moines Police Department, he was last seen 5:17 p.m. that evening when surveillance footage captured him in front of a cell phone store. He was walking east away from Merle Hay Mall, Parzek said, and that's the officer who is reporting this. The cell phone store is located just across the street from Target, where both Sharif and his sister, Ifra Mohammed, 22, have worked for about 2 years, according to NBC Dateline. Peretz told Oxygen.com that when Sharif didn't show up for a Target shift the next day, his employer became concerned. The police have been talking to Sharif's friends and family and have been looking into his phone and social media records. Perzek said he has said that after talking to Sharif's loved ones regarding breakups or possible suicide issues, we weren't really able to check off any boxes for those for a bona fide explanation for an 18-year-old kid just walking off. There are no persons of interest at this time, the officer said. Investigators were able to get a phone ping in an area where Sharif's phone was powered off at a few hours east of the mall. Perzek told Oxygen.com, that is the local paper there, that searches were being added in that area have not yielded any productive evidence. Additionally, Perzek said that investigators have received a lot of leads and tips, all of which they treat like it was the tip that will crack the case. One prevalent rumor was that Target had video of someone running into Sharif with their car, getting out, beating him, getting out and throwing him in the trunk. Perzek called that rumor absolutely false. Perzek confirmed that Sharif put out a message on Snapchat shortly before he vanished, referring to bad news. However, he said investigators haven't been able to verify what he meant by that. I'm not sure what they meant or if they had anything to do with it, why he's missing, his sister told Dateline. My brother and I are close. He's a great brother. But I don't know all of his secrets. I just don't know what it means. Since Sharif vanished, his family has hired a private investigator who has organized 2 search parties as the weeks have gone by. His family is getting more and more desperate for answers. Just call us, Abdi. Just get in touch with me or someone and let us know if you're okay. Mohammed told Dateline, my mother is especially worried. She prays every night. Even when I tell her she would go get some sleep, she continues to pray. We just want to know that Abdi is safe. Sharif stands about 4 feet 4 inches tall. 5 feet 4 inches tall. He's weighing about 120 pounds, according to the police. He was last seen wearing a dark colored winter coat, khaki colored pants, and tennis shoes. Anyone with any information regarding to Sharif's location or anyone believes they may have seen him is asked to call area code 515-283-4811. There is a $5,000 reward being offered for his return or any information that leads to his location. Crime Time is your destination for true crime stories from around the world, breaking news, and information about Oxygen's original true crime shows and documentaries. Okay, if anybody has seen or heard from this young man, Abdullahi Sharif, please get in contact with someone, call your local police, or please have him to call his parents. They are very worried about him. His sisters is worried about him. They love him very much, and I'm sure they do. They want him home. So please try to help bring this young man home, people. I'm gonna leave this picture up for a few more seconds so anyone can get a good look at it. This is what he was wearing, and this is what he looks like up close. Let's try to find his family. Find him for his family, everybody, please. Okay, everybody, I'm going to give you the latest news on the coronavirus. This is now on the coronavirus. Okay, you guys, this is the map of all the up-to-date states on the coronavirus. These are what we have here now in the U.S. There are currently over 36 states involved now that have the coronavirus. And over 90 countries that have the coronavirus. Okay, to date we have Oregon has 14 cases, Arizona has 6 cases, California has 107 cases, Colorado has Colorado has 15 cases. Connecticut has 2 cases, District of Columbia has 4, Florida has 5, Georgia has 17 cases, Hawaii has 2, Illinois has 11, Indiana has 4, Iowa has 8 confirmed cases, Kansas has 2, Kentucky has 6, Maryland has 6, Massachusetts has 41 confirmed cases. Minnesota has now 2 cases. Louisiana has 1. Missouri has 1 case. Nebraska has 3 cases. Nevada has 4 cases. New Hampshire has 4 cases. New Jersey has up to 11 cases. New York has really jumped to really high. They're up at 173 cases of confirmed coronavirus. North Carolina has 7. Oklahoma has 2. Pennsylvania has 11 cases. Rhode Island has 3 cases. South Carolina has 7 cases. Tennessee has 6 cases. Texas has 14 cases of coronavirus. Utah has 2. Vermont has 1. Virginia has 5. Washington State has 180 cases of coronavirus, including the 22 deaths. Wisconsin has 3 cases, and Ohio has 3 confirmed cases. Now, in the country, I'm sorry, not the country, but worldwide, there are over 100 countries that now have cases of the coronavirus confirmed. There's Algeria that has 17 confirmed cases with 0 deaths. Oman has 16. Slovenia has 16. Slovakia has 16, and all of those are with 0 deaths. Qatar has 15 with 0 deaths. Saudi Arabia has 15 with no deaths. Ecuador has 14. Romania has 13. Croatia has 12. Georgia has 12. Estonia has 10. Russia has 19. Azerbaijan has 9. Argentina has 9. Poland has 8. Mexico has 8. Hungary has 7 cases confirmed. Philippines have 6 confirmed cases with 1 death. All of the before mentioned that I've said, from Hungary all the way up to Algeria, they all have 0 confirmed cases of deaths. Belarus has 6 confirmed cases. Latvia has 6. Indonesia has 6. Peru has 6. Pakistan has 5. New Zealand has 5. Tunisia has 5. Chile has 5. Costa Rica has 5 confirmed cases. Afghanistan has 4 confirmed cases. Bulgaria has 4. New Macedonia has 3. Bangladesh has 3. Malta has 3. And Cambodia has 2. Those are confirmed cases of the COVID-19, but they have 0 deaths. Morocco has 2. Luxembourg has 2 confirmed. Bosnia has 2. Herzegovina has 2. South Africa has 2. Cameroon has 2. Maldives has 2. Martinique has 2. Nepal has 1 confirmed case. Sri Lanka has 1. Nigeria has 1. Lithuania has 1. Monaco has 1. Armenia has 1. Jordan has 1 case. Ukraine has 1 case. Dominican Republic has 1 case. And those cases are, like I said, confirmed cases of the coronavirus. And these are all with 0 deaths. Andorra has 1. The Vatican City has 1 confirmed case. Gibraltar has 1 case. Liechtenstein has 1 case. Albania has 1 case. Colombia has 1 case. Serbia has 1 case of confirmed coronavirus. And again, those are with 0 deaths. China has 80,879 confirmed cases with 3,140 deaths. Italy has 9,172 confirmed cases with 463 deaths. South Korea has 7,478 deaths with confirmed cases with 44 deaths. Hey Nick, how are you? Iran has 7,161 confirmed cases with 237 deaths. Japan has 1,182 confirmed cases with 22 deaths. Germany has 1,112 cases with 0 deaths. Spain has 589 confirmed with 10 deaths. Switzerland has 312 deaths with Switzerland has 312 confirmed cases with 2 deaths. The UK has 277 confirmed and 5 deaths. The Netherlands has 188 confirmed with 3 deaths. Belgium has 169, no deaths. Norway has 147 with no deaths. Singapore has 137 with no death. Austria has 112, no death. Malaysia has 93 confirmed, no death. Bahrain has 79 with no death. Australia has 77 with 3 deaths. Greece has 73 with 0 death. Kuwait has 62 with 0 death. Iraq has 61 with 6 deaths. Sweden has 60 confirmed with 0 deaths. United Arab Emirates has 59 cases and no death. Canada has 57 confirmed with 0 death. Egypt has 55 with 0 death. Thailand has 50 with 1 death. Thailand has 50 and Taiwan both have 50 with 1 death. Iceland has 45 cases with 0 deaths. Israel has 41 cases with 0 death. India has 34 with 0 death. Denmark has 31 with 0 death. Lebanon has 28 with 0 death. San Marino has 27. Czech Republic has 26. Palestine has 26 cases confirmed. Finland has 23 confirmed. Vietnam has 21. Portugal has 21. Ireland has 21 cases confirmed. Brazil has 19 confirmed, and those are all with 0 deaths, you guys. So it's hard to look at all this and see all this death going on around us when, it's just so much life to be lived, but through the disease that's going on, so many are dying, and it's hard to see this. And we have missing children out here. I just watched where there was I'm not sure exactly how old this little boy, he was about 8 or 9 years old, and he was being bullied in his classroom. They show where the kids surround him, and it's like, when it first came on, it's like 4 or 5 boys punching and slapping on him, and the little boy cries. You hear the teacher standing off to the side. She does nothing but sit there. Don't be a crybaby. Just walk away from him. But this little boy has been punched and kicked and hit on. And they're taking stuff and throwing it at him. They're hitting him with different things. And there is another part where they grabbed him and it looked like they kind of knocked him out for a second. And he's sprawled across the desk, and he gets up. it's heartbreaking for me to see this. You know, I just think about, what if it was my child? What if it was one of my grandchildren? And then there's another scene where you see a girl comes up to him, and she kicks him in his private, and the boy cries out, and still this teacher doesn't come to stop it, doesn't do anything, and they're tormenting this little boy, and they're hitting on him. I'm trying to get that video. It was sent to me. I'm trying to get that video for you guys so I can share it with you. Also, in looking through in regards to the coronavirus, there's in Albany, New York schools, temples and churches and other large gathering places within much of New York City suburb and New Rochelle will be closed down for 2 weeks, at least until March 25th, as the state battles and contains the nation's worst coronavirus cluster. They are called in. The National Guard will be there to help clean facilities and deliver food today, as quoted by Governor Andrew Cuomo. So those people are locked in. They're confined to a rather large area, and they can't get out and do anything. They, if they have no food, the National Guard is coming out and bringing them food. There is a 1 mile radius of containment area of Westchester County that includes New Rochelle and stretches into Eastchester. As of today, New York has 174 confirmed cases of the COVID virus, second only to Washington State. Italy also is paralyzed by the severe lockdown protocols that has been put in place across the entire nation of 60 million people today. Italians have been told to avoid all unnecessary travel and to stay at home except to go to work and to go buy essential groceries. All gatherings there has been banned. So in Italy, they're banning all activities. You can't go to and do anything, except for if you go to a restaurant or bar. You can go to a restaurant or bar, and their restaurant and bars are closing at 6 p.m. All sporting events are not allowed, so they're not even allowed to do sporting events. These measures will remain in place until at least April 3rd, so they have to go from now until the 3rd, being locked down and having nothing to do like this. This is quoted by the premier of Giuseppe Conte. I guess he is similar to the president there in Italy. So they are locking everything down. Also in Kirkland, Washington, another 31 residents have tested positive for the COVID-19 at the nursing facility there. It is the epicenter of the U.S. outbreak, and at least 19 residents are confirmed that have died there at that life care center. Excuse me. 120 of residents lived in that facility where the outbreak began, and only 53 people remain there now. Another bullet point that I'm looking at, I'm just trying to catch up on all the news to get you guys, okay? The passenger and crew of which total more than 2,000 anxiously await the exodus from the Grand Princess cruise ship when disembarkation continues today in Oakland, California. So they are docked. Some people have gotten off, but there's still 2,000 people still left on the cruise ship that are trying to get off. There's more than 20 passengers that are dealing with an acute illness, and scores of Canadians that are bound for a flight home, and there's some U.S. People to go to different places. The first group to exit the ship yesterday, they have all, I guess they have all cleared, and they were able to go home. And on the East Coast, the Caribbean Princess, their naval shipping yards and stuff, and their coast guards are saying that there's a no sail placed in order by the Center of Disease Control and Prevention after learning 2 crew members from another vessel and 1 guest tested positive for the coronavirus. So I think they may have been going from ship to ship, and they're cross-contaminating people, and other people are getting sick because they have been contaminated. Okay, now there is a case of the Florida representative, Matt Gaetz, and he tests negative for the coronavirus after flying on Air Force One yesterday. Representative Gaetz was notified that he had been exposed to someone with the coronavirus, and today he is confirmed negative, as well as Representative Doug Collins of Georgia and Mark Meadows. He is Trump's new chief of staff. They all self-quarantined themselves after learning that they too had interaction and have been possibly contaminated with the coronavirus, and they had contact with that same person as Senator Gaetz did. President Trump was asked if he would be tested for the virus, and he responded today to the reporters that he spoke to the White House doctor and that he said he sees no reason to do it. Trump said there are no symptoms and there's nothing wrong, so why would he? So he won't go and quarantine himself. He won't take the test. Colorado is among a few states in the U.S. that has declared an emergency, as well as Washington, California, New York, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and Georgia. They are being on a high alert for the quarantine since they have so many cases. Okay, now today, checking into the R. Kelly case. I know some of you are watching R. Kelly, some of you are not watching R. Kelly, but the 53-year-old R. Kelly, he pled not guilty again for the updated indictment charges against him, but the government is indicting and maybe supersede again to add another victim. There is another victim being added to the R. Kelly charges. This man has really gotten himself in a lot of trouble, you guys. A lot of trouble. Now, because even if they do drop it, the government is picking it up. He didn't speak aloud at his appearance before the judge, Henry Leinenweber, who was, he rescheduled R. Kelly. He rescheduled R. Kelly's trial date to October 13th instead of April 27th. So he will not be going to trial here in New York City. He's going to have to wait until from not April 27th to October 13th. R. Kelly has and will remain behind bars since the past summer, on federal charges including sexual abuse and obstruction of justice, and in the latest of 13 charges of child pornography. Charges due a new accuser. There is a new person that has came out against him, saying that he has done child pornography and abused them, and known only as minor number 6. Kelly's attorneys, they seem miffed by those new allegations and the developments, because this is something that they have never heard before until here just recently. They have no info of who this person is, and when they do receive it, they will look into it. And they said that they are confident in the case, and they are confident he will walk free. So they're thinking that he will possibly walk free like he did in 2008. Okay. And court prosecutors revealed a search warrant revealed that there are more than 100 electronic devices, you guys. 100 electronic devices, including cell phones, iPads, and other little devices that he had. And so the government may supersede in the indictment again. According to his attorneys, the raid occurred at a storage facility near O'Hare Airport, and they confirmed that the equipment is used for concerts. So they're trying to say that since they're using those items for concerts, that they don't want them to pull that stuff into court and try to use it against him, and that the government won't uncover anything incriminating. Many fans had packed the courtroom, and they were outside lining the street to show the support for R. Kelly, the embattled singer, who they think will be acquitted again. Now, this was back in 2008 when he had all those charges, and some kind of way he got out of it. So they seem to think that he's going to get out of it again. His attorney said that they believe that they're confident that he will. And he is facing numerous charges. I think there was like 27 charges on one and 30 something charges on another, but there are a lot of charges out there on him. His first trial date is up in New York, which is scheduled for this summer, which is on October. And then his second county trial is scheduled for the fall, which is in September. And then he is to have a case to follow in, which is they switched from from April 27th. They switched it to October 13th. And this is what has been reported from WGN News in regards to him. Now, I know you guys have heard about, Jesus have mercy, I don't know what to say is going on about these kids. You know, I just told you about that little boy. That little boy had to be like 8 or 9 years old. Now, I'm reading here, there is another Texas teen that is, a teen was beat up, a 15-year-old girl, and they stole her shoes. They stole her Air Jordan sneakers during a robbery in Brooklyn, New York. Surveillance footage released by New York Police Department shows the teenager walking on Utica Avenue near Sterling Place in Crown Heights at 4:10 p.m. That video I will not show because these are teens, and this was a violent crime that they beat this girl. It was a group of about a dozen or more boys jumping on this girl. I mean, they literally jumped up in the air and jumped down on this girl and jumped on her head. The girl had a concussion. This girl could have died. Yesterday when, not yesterday. Thursday of last week, she was spotted by a dozen or so youth. She was walking down the street. She reached the corner, and then they lunged at her and attacked her, punching and kicking her, and repeatedly just pounding on this girl. The clip begins with her already on the ground and one of the boys kicking her in the chest and in the face. A second later, more kids run across the street and continue to beat her up. One kid, like I said, jumped up in the air and deliberately jumped down on her head and kicking her in the face and kicking her in the head. This is a very abusive and appalling 20-second video beatdown. Ends up with one kid yanking her shoes off of her feet, and they were black and white Air Force Ones, or Air Jordan Ones, or whatever they're called. And they took them off of her feet and leaving her on the ground, limp, bleeding, and unconscious, and not moving. They also took her cell phone. They took a debit card and whatever money they can find on her before running away in several directions. So they beat her and they scattered every which way to get away. She was taken to the New York City Health and Hospitals in Kings County to be treated for bruising and head trauma. It is unclear what provoked the attack, but they just know that they just came out of nowhere and everywhere and attacked this girl. Now, I have got an email and I also got a phone call. They were saying that the Pope Francis in Rome, Italy, that he had the coronavirus. I searched and I checked into it and I really just dug into this. That was a false rumor. The Pope does not have coronavirus. They said he's suffering from a bad cold that he is getting better over. But the Pope did do a live stream, and he was urging the other Catholic priests to summon the courage to visit and pray for the sick and help hurt people and people that are suffering from the coronavirus. He is doing well. So thank God for that. You know, I'm not a Catholic, but I still pray for people that they're doing well. Okay, I'm still gonna push these masks on you people. I'm pushing this mask on you guys, so hopefully you guys can find them somewhere. They're getting very scarce, but this is the mask. My mask, this one's getting pretty beat up. But this is the mask. You want to check and make sure, like I said, where is it? That this little part is on the inside of the mask. That's the inside. So when you put your mask on, take it, loop it around your ear. Loop this one around your ear. Pull it under. Take it, pinch at your nose here, and swipe across, and there's your mask on. To take it off, you loop your fingers under, loop your fingers up, pull it from your ear, pull it straight out, and dispose of it. Now, with this mask, it's a little bit harder. You have to really fight with this one to get it on. This one likes to go on like a blindfold. But you put that one on your ear. And there's a little pouch. Put your finger in. Pull it down and under. Take it again. Pinch at your nose. Rub your fingers across. And there it goes here. And that's the mask here. Now when you go to take it off, you just hold your mask here. Take your loops. Pull it off, hold it, and toss it, and then you're done with it. But this mask has a little pouch here, so that's how that goes, and with your little folds. Make sure you guys use your hand sanitizer. Keep your antibacterial soap, and it tells you 99% germ free. You want to keep this and wash your hands in a downward motion here, scrubbing under your nails. And you want to scrub to at least here, but you do it in a downward motion so your stuff will drip out. Then you want to get your hand sanitizers. Make sure you put your hand sanitizers on your hand every time you touch something, or before you go home in your houses. You put your hand, pump your hand sanitizer, and rub your hands all over your hands, and do it really good, and just kind of let them air dry. And with washing your hands, you can sing happy birthday song to washing your hands. Happy birthday, twinkle twinkle little star, wish you a Merry Christmas, or whatever song you want to sing. Just sing it at least 30 seconds to make sure that you're good and sanitized, and that's taken care of. Make sure you have your Lysol spray or Lysol wipes, your Clorox cleanup spray, your Clorox cleanup wipes, your bleach products. If you can't find the Clorox cleanup wipes, because most stores are out of them, you want to get a bottle so tall, mix it with 1/3 of bleach, 2/3 of water, shake it very well, and that should work as a spray. You can spray it on your hands and just wash your hands off. But if you want to spray your clothes, get a Clorox cleanup product that doesn't have bleach, or your Lysol spray. Then you can spray your body down with that. Make sure you wear your mask. Make sure you wear your gloves, because your safety is first. I want to thank you guys for stopping in. Hey Audrina. Hey Spook. Hey Big Red. How you guys doing? If anybody want to call in, I'm taking calls. Hello, Darlene. If you want to call in, my phone number is on the screen. You can call in. All right, you guys, I thank you for stopping in with me and taking the time to stop in for the show. I'll have more updates for you as the time goes. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys. I will have more updates later, and see you guys soon.